Good morning, dear students. This is Rajalakshmi, Biology Faculty, DAV High School, SDS TPS, AP Janko, Nelatur. I welcome you all to the fourth session of the lesson Animal Tissues. In this session, I am going to discuss about the fluid connective tissue in our body, that is, blood. Dear children, blood is a different type of connective tissue. There are many different type of cells in the blood and they have their specific function. All the cells in the blood float freely in the plasma. The extracellular fluid which is present in the blood is called the plasma. And you have to note it down that there are no fibers in the blood. The blood is also a type of connective tissue which flows in the closed tubes in our body called blood vessels. Dear children, there is a very highly complicated and well developed mechanism in our body to circulate this blood to the entire body. Our heart pumps nearly 36,000 liters of blood in the distance of nearly 20,000 kilometers in the time period of 24 hours. A normal adult human being have about 5 liters of blood and the chief component in the blood is water which is stored in plasma. Besides water, it also contains many nutrients such as glucose, amino acids, proteins, vitamins and hormones etc. which are required for the body. Not only that, the waste which is produced in the body like lactic acid, urea, salts etc. these are also present in the blood. And the plasma contains the factors which are responsible for clotting. Heparin helps to prevent the blood clotting in the blood vessels. The cells which are present in the blood are called corpuscles. There are three types of blood cells: RBC, that is red blood cells, WBC, that is white blood cells, and platelets. The red blood cells are also known as erythrocytes, are red in color. They have a red color protein called hemoglobin. Because of hemoglobin, the red color helps in the transportation of oxygen and carbon dioxide. 1 ml of human blood has about 5 millions of red blood cells and their lifespan is for 120 days in the blood. Dear children, you may get a doubt that from where do these RBC are produced? When you are in the mother's womb, RBC are formed from the liver and spleen. But after the birth, the RBC are generated from the bone marrow of the long bones. All the mammals except camel and llama have red blood cells without nucleus. Dear children, the blood is not in red color in all the animals. Some of the animals like snail contains blue color blood and the common animal insect which we see in our surroundings, that is cockroach, it contains white color blood. So there are different pigments of the blood other than hemoglobin which give different colors in the different animals. The second type of cells present in the blood are white blood cells. These cells do not have hemoglobin, hence they are colorless and are called leukocytes. These cells are of two types and are less in number compared with RBC. The two types of WBC cells are granulocytes and agranulocytes. There are three types of granulocyte cells based on the structure of nucleus. They are neutrophils, basophils, and eosinophils. These cells attack and destroy the microorganisms that enter into our body. The neutrophils are the first line of defense against any microorganism. So they are called the microscopic policemen of the body. The two types of agranulocytes are monocytes and lymphocytes. The lymphocytes secrete or produce antibodies in our cell against any organism which enters into our body. And the monocytes move like amoeba and engulf different foreign materials. So as the foreign materials are destroyed inside these cells, the monocytes are called the scavengers. The third type of cells, blood platelets, are separate group of cells which do not have any nucleus. They are just disc-like projections, and whenever a blood vessel is injured and the blood is flowing out, these platelets accumulate at the site of injury and help in the formation of a blood clot. This clot seals the wound and helps the blood to stop and prevents the further blood loss. So children, this is the overall information about the blood cells and blood components. We will meet in the next video. Thank you.